Welcome to Serpent Visionary Oracle. A quick little pop-up pick-a-pile for the full moon in Cap. Saturn themes. You have 3 choices, and plus, I'm really energetic today. Been clearing a lot in the temple. Therefore, I feel very recharged, regenerated, renewed. Mostly thanks to post-ayahuasca ceremony. Here are the 3 choices. Choice 1, I try to pick stones that were moon-like. And of course, the beauty of the stones through this camera lens is, it just doesn't capture the beauty, but you get it. This is agate, the little flowery, lacy stuff going on, little pocket of crystal right there, quartz you can see on the bottom. Choice 1. Choice 2. This is really beautiful. I believe this is a moonstone. It's got some really beautiful mica in it. I really don't know what this is, but that's my guess. And it's very moon-like. The moon. Number 2. Here is choice 3. Like I said, I'm picking moon-like stones. These are all agates. Look at this pretty spot right here. I know the camera can't capture the sheer beauty of these stones. Choice 3. So those are the 3 choices. Remember, the full moon is about illuminating. What is the moon this time around in July, the full moon that is, illuminating for you? There's been a really beautiful vibe on my card table. If you have not seen the pick-a-pile for July, welcome to go and choose one and view the reveal. There is a very interesting theme going on, and it's a really nice one. Now, all of these stones, to me, when I hold them, these are this is very peaceful. This one is peaceful in a different way. It's kind of like it balances the fire within. I will be off camera today because I want to go quick as much as I can. Okay, let's get to the piles, shall we? Another thing before we begin. This card made its way. So this is like the theme of all 3 piles. There's a lot of clarity for a lot of people right now. It's like the storms have come and gone. Maybe there's a storm approaching that's residual, who knows? But when I feel this card, it's a card of clarity. It's a card of moving forward where the obstacles or what's been stopping the process is opening up. And what the full moon is bringing is some really nice illumination as far as your tools, your keys, I don't know. We're going to see what's in the piles. So each pile is oracle cards only. Today is an intuitive message from 3 separate decks. They're oracle-ish. One oracle and 2 Lenormand. If you're looking to receive a reading from me, I have a beautiful card promo. All the information and links are in the description, where you bless the magic card table with the deck and or decks from the Amazon wishlist or SD registry, and you receive a reading from me. There's ways of knowing who sent it, and it goes straight to my address. The links to see the cards are in the playlist area. Then maybe you want that deck too, as you see the flip through. Yes, the full moon vibes. Let's tap in. Number 1. This is an all intuitive oracle choose today as well. No tarot on the table today. See what opens up. But this is a beauty. I wish I could capture how you can see through this. See, there's that little quartzy pocket in there. Okay, beautiful, right? It's calming. It's creative. There's a love vibe to this one as well. Let's see what's underneath, shall we? The actor. Ooh. The experimenter. The sovereign. Oh, there was 3 of them. Okay. Interesting choice. I'll show them up close. And then down below, the lead Lenormand card. Oh, wow. You have the sun. Wow. Beautiful. The moon and the sun. I'll rearrange the cards. I do this all the time when I flip. No way. It's the typo negative, dude. Oh, it's Mr. Steele. Oh, R.I.P. This is one reason why I have this deck, by the way. What else is here? The marionette, the puppet. What else is here? Ooh, the mill changes, and then the scales of the balance. That is, it's the card so far. So I'm going to like straighten them out and everything, and I'm going to situate the camera where I'm going to situate it. Okay. Time for the messages. It's really weird for me not to be on camera. I just wanted to zippy zip, okay? Okay. What I love about the reading so far is the first card here was what? The sun. So, in the term of the full moon, what's being illuminated is really bright, pretty forward, pretty like you don't need any more signs. You don't need like any more reconfirmation because you know. The first card out is the actor. Isn't this called the actor? Yeah, the actor. Let's see the actor. I'll zoom in real close at the end of each reading like I usually do. But you know what? Whoever chose this, it's really time to free yourself up. Part of the actor vibe is when you're really compensating, pretending, compromising your true self. It's kind of like for some of you walking on eggshells, if you know that term. But it's like the looking good on the outside, but in the inside, you're really saying, fuck this. I want to get my ass out of this situation, or maybe away from a person, a job, whatever the FU is here towards the situation, and go your way. Because the second card here is the experimenter. It's kind of like the entrepreneur. It's kind of like the fool. It's kind of like the fool in the tarot, but it's not dumb or naive, or it's not very child or free-spirited. This is like a very strong demand for you to get yourself out of the situation because you know it's over. When I saw the Sovereign card, this is so beautiful. This is one of my other favorite. This is one of my favorites in this deck, by the way. See, my body's over here. The Sovereign card's so pretty. I just can't take my eyes off of the card when it appeared on the table, because this is your temple. This is you. This is your truth. This is like no one having any authority or control or bound. There's no bind here. This is your opportunity. The moon is illuminating the path for you to go forward and set yourself free. If you were partnered, because there's this man here. Oh, this is the reason I got this deck, by the way. So all you gothy heads know who this dude is. Yeah, he's the typo negative dude, man. Mr. Steele. If you've never heard the band and you just want to hear his voice, listen to his voice, man. It's pretty something else. And you know what? I never got to see them. I cried when I didn't get to see them because I couldn't go. Damn, I was really upset. Anyways, R.I.P. Mr. Sexy voice. Very, very interesting voice this man has. Interesting he shows up because it is time for your voice. Because in the pictures, he's got attitude. Like, I don't need this bullshit. I don't need you, because there's a marionette and signifying, like I was saying, some kind of bind that you may be we're bound to or bound now. But you're seeing, look, even in the puppet, there's the light right here. See, the moonlight's even coming through, shining some truth, like them strings going to be cut. You're going to be free. Because the windmill here is like the same thing over and over and over. And they don't really turn fast either. Not the ones I've seen. Or some don't even turn at all. And they're just real same old, predictable, same results until you take action to do what? Go forward and choose yourself and leave your situation, leave the person, go forward. You have the sun though. And every time someone has the sun, I'm all woo, because the sun's always the big bang good news. It's the strongest force in the card decks. Always good news, even if it's upside down, flipped out, whatever. The sun always comes out. All right, then we have the scales. Come on, I think what this is showing you is it's caused you to balance your life, because if something's out of balance, the situation will turn or life will come at you, so you do something about it to balance your life. So it's like your action, not anybody else. Your choice. Now, since I'm not reading tarot card life, I'm going to do what I used to do as a kid. This is how I started reading. This is how I started doing readings. All right. Okay. I use the charms. Oh, get out. Wait till you see this. Okay, I don't touch the charms the way that they fall on the table or what they look like. Definitely a snare. This maybe it has to do with monies, because there's a penny on the table and it's tails. So when a coin, to me, when it's tails, it means you're leaving. When it's heads, it means you have authority and you say so. No. This is tails. This is you need to go forward and surrender and leave. Just cut this shit out. There's two swords here in the middle of the reading, and one is bound by a ring. So like I said, if this has to do with a partnership, a marriage, like a contract, because there's legal here, there's the scales, you're going to have peace. What's illuminating here is the most is this sovereign card, choosing you. Nobody's in my way, nor will anybody ever be in my way again. Nobody. No one's going to ever knock me down. No one will ever, stop me from my truth. No one will ever choose for me, or I won't have no more influence around me. Is how powerful this vibe is. What a beautiful full moon. And it's interesting, I had mentioned that it's Capricorn vibes. There's a Saturn thing going on. So if there's levels and there's work to do spiritually, hey, there's my sexy knee. Time is now. So the moon is illuminating, go forth, grasshopper. Because you got a mighty, beautiful journey ahead of you. One full of abundance. You're going to experience freedom. God, my shoulders just are enough. Filling my shoulders. What's been going on with you guys? That burden, that bound. I hope that slurp gave you ASMR. But yeah. Underneath Pete here is a charm that says, I choose strength. That's right. This charm right here that's touching the windmill says, she believed she could, so she did. That's you. I'm pointing finger at you. Beautiful illumination. Shut. How clear can that be? It's clear as day. Stop the acting. Stop the phony, looking good, I want to non-conflict, I want to keep it together, I don't want to make waves. Bullshit. Oh, look at what happened. Oh, uh, something flew off my table. Boom. See what I mean? This is really fun. You get the message. I said short and sweet, to the point. I love the Sevron message of the Sevron angel here. Come on, Pete's here. Dude, out of 100 something cards. This deck has 105, 102 something cards. Okay, let me show you the images now, a little up close. Okay, so again, we started off with the sun. What I like about this portrayal, you see the movement of the wind and the air, and that it's over the mountains, which signifies obstacles in cards. The sun's coming up. So here's the actor card. Let me zoom in, because you got to see the expression on this on this lady's face. It's funny, and it's phony AF. Look at it. But look at that beautiful hawk that's soaring. There's your message right there. Leave, fly. Leap in the net up here, like leap and your wings will save you. This is the dragon energy too. You know how powerful you are. You've just been where you've been. So don't beat yourself up, because it's time for this action. Take hold of your flame. Look, you have informants. You have good VIPs looking out after you too. You do. Nice strong legs. I love the tippy toe right there. But look at her. So when the penny landed on her, and it's like monies or whatever, legalities, it's in your favor. It's like saying, kiss my ass, I'm going my way. Isn't that pretty, that card? Okay, this section. Let's go over here. You see what I mean? He's got some tood. And he knows who he knows that he knows who he is. And he did. Look at the snarl of the charms. Okay, so this is like the leaf. The leaf is like, you know, like peace when I see it. Like the two knives, that's the conflict right there. And look at how one of them is inside this snarled, overly wrapped ring. It's really not wrapped well, but I love it as a charm because it tells me a lot. Remember I was saying about the bind here? Well, be gone. Look at the marionette. And look at the moonlight coming in, like dissolving those strings. It's your time. Dude, and if you have this guy waiting for you, like really burn those fucking strings. Okay. See, you could have more of the same, but I don't think so. When it says she believed she could, so she did. And it's going to bring you balance. It wouldn't have, look, these are both like kind of like before, after. I love Lady Libra. I love the justice. I love those scales. Can't help that I am. Hope this makes sense to you. Hope it helps you. Leave me your comment if you chose this. You know what to do if you want to schedule a reading with me also. So you can go in deeper. Thank you for watching. Much love, everyone that chose this pile here of the sun. See the sun. Salud. It's choice number 2 with this beautiful, it's got such a warming vibe. I feel balanced when I hold this, like from in the core. Very nice solar plexus. What's behind the cards? Let's see. The homebody and the creator. Work from home. That's right. Look how pretty these are. I love these cards. And see, with your imagination, or you may see something that I don't even talk about, and then, you know, it's personal to you. But these two combinations are nice. Wow, the cross. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay, what is this about? The raven. The fork. Oh, that's making sense. Ooh, the Sphinx. And the clan. Oops. Sorry, my camera skills, I was looking at something else, so I apologize. There we go. Oh, the ancestors. The Sphinx. The fork, which the cross is very interesting that you have this with the fork. Let's get into the messages. I'm loving this vibe, what's illuminating for you. The homebody, and this one is called the creator. It's very Empress vibes, you know, like if you're reading tarot. And then with the cross, there's something that you've been facing that's not any BS. This is a very important life decision for you, a life change for you. It involves people, it involves your future, it involves like a complete, maybe perhaps how people do not know you. It's like a coming out, like a next level of expansion. If you do work from home, new level of expansion, maybe perhaps you move, because there's a lot of movement right now. Or maybe perhaps that you want to take a vacay that's not just, within the country. Maybe you want to go overseas. And here's another reason why I like this, because I'm going to open up the third eye and hydrate. Okay. But it's all up to you. You create anything you want. And you know what? There is no limits here. You can have it all. Or, also what I'm seeing is maybe simplifying things. Or leaving some things behind that are no longer important to you so you can make space for your going forward. I'm seeing those themes on the table lately as well. There may be some hurt of the heart here. And when we have that, and then this really important transition here, because this is not even a crossroad. You have a fork in the road, but it's like a crossroad, but it's within you. But it can involve, should I stay, should I go this way or that way, or move here or there. But there's definitely an illumination of you're ready for expansion. You planted your seeds. You did your work. You're very, very wise. You may be, fellow card reader, spiritual worker, or really work deep within you in a very intense type of spiritual path. This is not a love and light type of path. This is not like those, we're going to do meditation and heal our life. No, this is the ones that you're willing to go to the dark. And what I mean by that is you're willing to go within to look at the truth. Because, the truth is where you're going to have that expansion and that growth and that pride that you overcame whatever you're facing right now. You have the wisdom, the knowledge. The ancestors are here. Maybe perhaps you are someone that was chosen to break chains, family addictions, family lack, family disbelief, family like scarcities and fears and anxieties where your family was unwell, unhealthy. It's like you're chosen to break chains If not all of them, at least a couple of ones that are really chargy. Now I'm going to go, since I'm not reading live tarot, like, I flip the cards, I'm going to go back to my roots, since I got the ancestors on the table. And this is how I used to do readings before cards. Oh, they went all over the place. What's over here? Okay. All right. Ooh, that's a popular one. Okay, so you have 2 strength charms. One says, I choose strength, and then the other one says, strength is beautiful. If you're a creative type, it's your type to step out and say, yes, I could make a living. I can be abundant with what I really am, who I love, what I want to do. Because another charm says, live your dream. This one is the star. It says, make a wish. And then what is the other? What's in the center? Success. So this is the star of success and the key, which landed in the Madre card, in the Empress card. I don't know these cards by names. I just intuitively read them. But I know you like to know what they are. But you're a creative type. There's a music here. There's 2 keys, by the way, and there's a star. So this is like going deep, not the outside. You have 2 stars and 2 keys in the charms. So that's double the message. And then there's this charm that's way over here at the end, upside down. And I believe this is the Namaste sign. And, it's over here, but it's upside down. So it's like you're needing to have this change so you can get some peace and balance for yourself. Because this is upside down. It seems like this has been buried for quite some time. I don't know if you have this idea. I don't know if you want to move, or just complete. It's like a complete different change. Like they don't know this part of you, or you don't know yourself to be this yet. Or you think of you like this, but you don't see the expansion of how huge this is. Of a powerful breakthrough here in your new creation, or what you want to see take off in the world. You've done enough caring for others. But that's how come you've learned to be who you are. That's what has helped you to expand. There's your network. Look, if you could make a network where you are right now, you can move and do the same thing. They listen to you. You don't do this with in your face forest fire. This is very earth and water vibes here with this particular spread. Yeah, it's not easy. Oh, okay. For those of you, this is out there, because sometimes I get messages, I just say them. Especially those that may have children or expecting children, or know they have child and don't want to necessarily give birth. There's a lot of birth and fertility vibes here. You can do this on your own. There's another message here. There's like a simplicity here, like you're giving up or leaving something behind in order to have more. You're getting the picture. It's a really current vibe here when I tell somebody, if you've not known what simplifying things are, it's like the more you have, the more energy you have to be responsible for, and how much is on your back. And you're the type that's generous, though. So when strength shows up, I know it takes all the courage within you to face this cross right here that I'm seeing. all the courage. But you see, you have the star of success. This is so beautiful. The moon is illuminating the success that you're going to have in your life from your creation, from you going forward. I love seeing the music. The treble clef is here, the key, there's a star with new. This is like a brand new vision. Brand new. This is not anything from the past. And you're taking a chance. But it's not like taking a chance. It's you already know this about you. It's kind of like you just have to go for the actions for it to open. Yeah, thing is, there's fears there that what if it doesn't work? What if? Yeah, but you haven't even faced it. How do you know? See, you're chosen because you're willing to face those fears, have the courage within you. Because look who's on your side. Look at this team right here. So let me show you the images. This makes sense to you? Let me know, okay? Hold up. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, see, there's the charm that says live your dream. I'll turn it around this way. It's facing east, so this is like really nice. Okay, here's the two cards. I'm going to go as close as possible. Because look, I love this card because there's the spider here. Look at, there's the star of success. Look at the freaking angel, the baby angel right there. See, look at whatever this may bring up to you. See, there's key number 1 here, and there's another key right here next to the treble clef with the star with the new path. All right, so let me show you more of the second card, the first card here. Kind of looks like the full moon back there, doesn't it? See, there's the other one, strong is beautiful. And then this row, I choose strength. And it's like if the bird is saying it. I don't move the charms once they're cast on the table. So I don't move them. So you can see. Or like I said, you see something for yourself. I didn't say. But there's that road. There's that path road. But you just don't know that. I see a heart. You don't see it? I see a heart. See the sacred heart right here? It's shadowed. So you're going to have to take the path and trust yourself. Look, there's more illumination in the light right there. Illumination in the light right here. So there's a lot of moonlight present. I still say this looks like the moon. Blue moon. Okay, so the last two cards here were the Sphinx and the tribe, the ancestors. See, you can see the reflection. These cards are glossy. So you can see the reflection of the camera in my fingers. So I move them. Hey, hello. All right. Very strong. So I hope this illuminates a nice message for you. Full moon in Capricorn in July. If you want a personal reading, all the info is below. Thank you for watching as always. Much love. Salud. There you go. Okay, choice 3. Let's see what's here. Ooh, leaders. The leaders and the persistent. Ooh, the fire. Look how pretty that is. Okay, Lenormand card is beautiful. The mountain. Very warrior and tribe. Very fitting. And what are the other cards? Wow, the earth. The cross. Magic. Get out. Ooh, alcohol. Interesting vibe here. Because there's that light right there with the magic. There's a full moon here. Wow. Oh, let's get into this. Oh, this is going to be an interesting message. Wow. First off, what I notice is that both cards contain a moon and stars in the background of the sky of both cards. See, this is the first one, and it depicts the moon waxing, and then this one is full, which is where we're at now. So the moon from waxing to full is where we're at right now. This is the last day of the waxing phase. Okay, so the cards start right off with obstacle. Then we have the leaders, which signifies the journey, the leadership within yourself that it takes to not give up and to choose. There's the Earth card here. And in the Earth card, one could see the tree of life and more green. I see dirt. And I see all the elements, earth, even though it's signifying the element of earth. But I'm seeing the air. I see the earth. I see the water. But the fire has been put out. Interesting, because there's a volcano right here in this card. That's calm. And it has the stars all pretty and, the moon and all that. But you've been through a lot. It's like you've really paved the concrete to search for some kind of peace, relief, freedom. The cross is kind of a heavy card because that's beyond crossroad. The cross is kind of like the judgment card in the tarot. But I see the cross. This one's a black cross and right next to this dirt of this earth. But it's just like a more close-up because it's interesting that you'll see when I show you the card. I'm going to kind of align it right now so you can get what I mean. I think you've already been through the darkest. And if it's not you and you're dealing with somebody else that has an addiction or alcohol problem or may have another problem related to a substance, but the alcohol is the one that's here on the card. Because the cross is serious, where you have to really make a serious choice if you want to be here or not. According to the 2 oracle cards, you've had quite the journey with this. But you don't give up. And you haven't given up. Maybe perhaps you haven't found something that works. Maybe perhaps you've returned, and as they call it, returned to the dragon, fallen off the wheel, whatever the fuck, they call it. If, and you're over here beating yourself up, when in fact you just need healing as to why the core of the numbing. But when it's the mountain card here, is like you don't give up. You're in for the journey. You said it was okay. You said, yes, I'll do it. But when I see a cross here, it's asking of you, hey, are you going to really do this or not? You can bounce around and be in the middle all your life. And that's no way to live. That's survival, not living. I had to pause the camera for a while before I could continue with this. Because this also gives me plant medicine vibes, plant teacher vibes. I know if you watch this channel and you know me personally, a lot of people cannot drink a medicine as ayahuasca. It's a preparation, you got to be well, you got to be clean, but there are other medicines that can help you before you can drink of that type of level. So for those of you that are in that level, please don't give up. There's peace here. The moon's right here illuminating some beauty. What I love about this is there's this little church-like home. And there's rebirth here. It's kind of like the Temperance card in a way, too. I'm going to go back to my origins here and add to the reading. Since I am not doing live tarot, I'm going to cast charms. And once I cast the charms on the table, I don't move them. And then I'll show you the images after. Ooh, ring my bell. Great, beautiful. See, did you hear that bell ring? Bing! Wow. Oh my God, look at this. There's a ring right here. Is this the one that would... It'll mean something. Oh yeah, that one piece is there. Okay, that's what it was about this. I haven't seen that. This one's funny. Oh my God, wait till you see this goofy one. Oh, interesting. This charm says never, never give up. What did I tell you? You don't give up. That's the card of persistence. But in this case, the persistence, for this card to be called persistence, it's very non-aggressive. It's very magical. Like I see some like Mary Jane buds in the picture. I see some ayahuasca cups. I see meditation, being outdoors, taking a hike. You know, I see herbs. I see other medicines that don't require, and I'm not talking synthetics. I'm talking the real thing, whether it be a root, a plant, in a plant form, root, you know. Interesting, you have the ring of Mary. And I remember when I received this ring, I was really devastated that someone ripped me off in the spiritual community and I didn't get to go drink ayahuasca, and this person never told or helped me to book plans, flights, or what I needed to do. She just took my money. But you know what? So be it. You know, if I ever see her again face to face, it will be of forgiveness, but it won't be happy either. There are people like that in the world, you know? So what I like about Never Never Give Up is there's the Eiffel Tower, you know? And sometimes when I cast it, it lands right side up, but it's down. Meaning like there's a surrender here of maybe I just don't know how. I give up. Because there's a thing about when I see knives too, it's very mental. Like, you know, think, overthinking. It's like you'll never be able to figure it out. You've been trying to figure it out so long. Well, where's that got you? Have you figured it out? Nothing to figure out here, just be and do. The magic card is interesting because it's a number 55, which is a pretty interesting, you know, 5 of change, and you got double 5 with the knife charm here. Ooh, this one's right in the middle of the cross and the alcohol down. This is a real, like, wow, I'm just sitting back with this because I do understand. I understand this line, like, it hits home. This one. This charm is here. So funny. I think she wants her own card. It's a really cutesy charm, and I don't do cutesy, right? But there's a reason why it shows up. And you know, some of you may have children, or it could be someone in your family. My heart goes out My heart goes out to this vibe. Okay, so getting back over here with this ring. Yeah, it's like you already know what the truth is. Okay, you don't need signs, you don't need counseling, you don't need anyone to tell you what the truth is. You already know. And I'm talking the truth inside you, which you don't say to others, which you don't tell anybody. The real truth that's within you. You don't go around telling what that is. Not when the alcohol card is here. That's a real good number. It twists your thinking. It gets you loose. It serves this purpose. I don't care people drink, but when it's a problem or they can't handle it or they turn into something like, holy shit, some people get really nasty when they had too much alcohol. You know? The feel here is it's cut and dry. The magic card is saying so. You're either in this situation, whether it be you or someone outside yourself, if you do not choose this path fucking seriously already, you might as well choose that slow death or the same vibe, and it will take you what? Further down. This one's not a fun vibe. But the moon is illuminating, though, is some playfulness here because this is here. It's not all fucking serious, okay? We always are the worst, beat ourselves uppers. The worst. The number one in line, us. But when this one shows up, there's some sense of humor with the spirit world. And in a way, it does illuminate the full moon. It's just that there's a piece chunked out of it. And there's a star before it. So it's interesting. I'm reading a full moon reading, and here she comes. That's how come I was like, oh my God, I can't stop laughing when this comes to the table. Because if you filled in the circle here, it'd be a full moon, and it's all sparkly and stuff like that. So the illumination of the moon is harsh when it's the truth. But there's always a sense of humor about things. You know? When I got to the sense of... My padrino said, when you can get to the sense of humor with what you deal with what your past has been, your trauma has been, with your P8, whatever it's been, PET, whatever the label, and you can laugh about it and laugh about yourself, but not where it's coming from a numbing place, where it's sincere, like, I let that go, I can laugh now. It's kind of like I could you could take off the underwear, off goes the bra, right? So, but what really captures my attention is the two oracle cards here, that you're on this beautiful journey. So the way that it happens for you, okay? But there is a very strong message below, and you already know that. Let me show you the images. There was a bell that fell to the table first. I mean, it's not as loud, but you get the point. When bells are on the table, that's a wake up. It's like a siren. It's like when they do this bell in a ceremony, it's a call to come forth and receive more, if you'd like to. Bells on my table signify the same. It's a single bell because that's the charm that came out. But see, the mountain is obstacle, but look at the sun's there. The sun is always going to come up. It's there. What I love about this card, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is the 8 of clubs above, okay? You're like, well, what does that mean? Well, the 8 of clubs is the Eight of the Wands in Tara. And with the birds there, your hark news is coming towards you. The illumination is here. From the moon is news is coming towards you. When the Eiffel Tower is resting, that's the surrendering. Look at the top of both of the cards. From waxing to fool. And your full moon's in back. And the moon is in back of each person. You know, you're just going about things. That's good. Okay. Never, never give up. Interesting. Also, you know, I call the Eiffel Tower when it stands up, and it even says there's like an A. I mean, I'm going to turn it around now that you saw how the charms are. And it's pointing right towards the person, you know. This could signify you and you meet because it's called leaders. Maybe perhaps you find it. Because the charm is pointing to this guy right here, the shaman. And you're like, can this really help me? Will this work? You know, I need help. You know, whatever the concern is that you're going towards this seeking of this poison down here. We'll get to that. So you can see the A. See how it's like an A-shaped rocket? It just big dick energy. It reminds me of what? The Ace of the Wand, because you see an A there. So that's my nickname for this chart, is the Ace of the Wand, the Eiffel Tower. It is like, looks like a little dick. Anyways, it was pointing to this person. I want to zoom in the moon for a minute. See, there's a city there. Behind you. I'm picking up a lot of travels with people lately, but this one too. Like, you're going to have to go get it. It's not going to come to you. You're going to have to be brave and persist. With this ring, I know what you've tried before hasn't worked, but see all these, there's only one stone left. It's pretty jaded. There's one left though. You know, my padrino told me, well, it seems like you tried everything, but you haven't tried this. You know, that didn't work for you. None of that worked for you, but what if this does? And it did. For life. 26 years worth. Whee! Yeah, viva ayahuasca. All right. Okay, so what I'm saying is there is something there that was going to free you up, and you're not dumb to it though. That's what I mean. Don't play dumb. You know, that doesn't even work anymore for a lot of people, or the excuses. You know, those validations are gone because that don't even work for those that are smart, for those that really want to be free. And here's the interesting bottom line. So here's this Earth card. And zoom in. So see, there's the element of that sky. I don't know if this is mirage-like, but in the rock here in the earth, I could see the water here like a scenery in the back with the trees. See the trees of the forest? But amongst those trees, there's the deep, dark tornado as well. But the earth is barren, so you can say it already passed and tore down, or it's coming. So when the cross is here, I think it's coming your way. But you have to do something about this. This is a magical ring to me. This is the ring of Mary, Santa Maria. Getting back to that story of who ripped me off, I did a novena. That means a 9-day candle meditation to Mother Mary. It's a novena to Mary. And do you know, the night that the candles were done and I said my prayers, chanting, all of that. This came in the mail as a gift. Same night I got a phone call and someone invited me to ceremony. Get out. That's all I had to say. That your fear is your own. You know it. You know this is going to free you up. See, but you can no longer hang on to the validations you used to have in the past. If not from anyone else, yourself. Because I can do it all the time. I'm going to skip yoga today because you know what? My body could use a rest on this side. And I'm like, bitch, I know when I need a rest day. And I know, work on something else. That's your opportunity. Well, let my hip on that side rest. Like, let's go work on some upper body stuff, or let's go do something else. You see how I mean? I catch myself. I'm guilty as well, man. I go through my head like you wouldn't believe. Okay, sorry. Finger got into the camera. All right, so get what I mean? That's the cross. See, so look, this is why I think it's nice. This midsection, it goes from this midsection now is gone. Because the sky remained, and here's a close-up of the earth, this part. So let's move to the cross. The cross is black and barren. And given that there's Mary here, that's an interesting thing too. There's some kind of turn that happens, but you're going to have to choose it. Look at how crazy this card is. Okay, there's the knife. That's right. And it's right on top of our lovely star pentagram. That means your temple. Mind, body, heart, soul, spirit, medicine wheel, your temple, who you are. Your uniqueness is going to change. It has to. Oops. I tell you, my camera is not drunk. All right, here we go. Knife. That means like the ace of the sword comes. But look what happens. You can choose to surrender and let that light in. There's that light. Or you can continue this side right here. It saddens me. I don't know if you can see it in that alcohol card, but I see a broken heart smack in the middle that's withering away. Can you see that? So there's the booze, right? But there's this heart right here that's burning. But there's illumination outside, see? But look, I don't know. Look at, what do you see in the smoke imagery even? Wow. But that's what I saw. There's a lot of heart. Look at the heart even has a face. Can you see the face here? Right here, like a skull or mask. Can you see that? Right here. There's another one right there. Wow. My heart. But that's what the moon is illuminating. And then this sweetness right here. Oh, what the hell? This rarely shows up, but can you see what I mean? But there's a little chunk of the moon missing. Now, when that happens with me, it's like, it kind of reminds me of this cross, like casting the shadow. To me, it's just the moon. There's a shadow right here, but as the moon rises, that shadow is going to be gone. This is very happy news. So again, if this isn't you that's dealing with this, it may be somebody else. Well, there's good news then. But you're going to have to do something very truthful about this. This is no BS at all. It's time. But again, look at the beautiful journey of the medicine, plant medicine, if you're into that. If not, it's the same teachings, all universe. Look at the Mary Jane right here. See the buds? That's badass. I love it. It's a really beautiful card. It's not doom and gloom. I don't feel that heaviness until I get over here. See, that's what this creates. That freed me up. I used to drink very happy, very sick with that stuff. And then this happened for me. And it freed me from this for the rest of my life. I am free, honestly. So if you want an in-depth reading about this, please get in touch with me, because there's a lot of depth to this one. Thanks for watching. Much, much, much love. Salud. And in conclusion, if more than one pile struck your interest, watch it. Maybe a message for you or someone else. But remember, the overall theme, there's going to be some heavy Saturn themes given some of the piles here. But they all kind of intertwine together. Know that there's clarity. This was an interesting card here, the clouds. It's called the clouds. See if you can see it. I mean, over here, I don't even know, it doesn't look like perfect, but I think I can see moons. I'm going to take it, But there's all the elements. Here's the air, here's the water, here's the fire crashing from the earth. It's a very powerful way of representing the cloud card. The clarity after the storm. The clarity after the actions you take that goes forward, the movement, the courage it takes to go beyond the fears, the fuck it's, let's just do it. The celebrations, there is some real good happy vibes. The letting in the possibility that plant medicines may actually be the next level, or whatever that may be for you. Salute everyone. This was a happy full moon. I'll see you next time.